Hey guys, Jimmy Vegas here, and in this mini Unity tutorial I'm going to show you how you can respawn in your level quickly and easily. Don't forget, click on the subscribe button and click that bell icon as well to stay up to date with everything I upload on video game development on my channel. With that in mind, let's get to work. So I'm going to show you two separate methods to respawn in a level. The first one is going to be on a key press, which you can quite easily do, obviously just by pressing key on the keyboard. And the other is going to be, for example, if you fall off the map. So first and foremost, make sure you have your level, like so. And you've got your generic area, obviously here. Now, I'm going to use this as the example that there is a glitch in this section of the road that you would fall through. So that's going to be the first one that we do here. We're going to create a trigger which allows us to come back to this scene, to respawn in the same place we start. So if I just press play now, we'll be able to see whereabouts in the level we start. Right here, right down that road there. Okay, that's fine. So the easiest and best way to do this is set up a nice little system for your game. So what you'll need to do is, in the scene you want to be able to respawn into, File, Build Settings, and click on Add Open Scenes. And obviously it will give you a number over here. So the main scene is 0. Yours may be different, just keep that in mind. So I'm going to use 0 as my main scene. The next thing to do, File, New Scene. And this scene is going to be what we use to recycle. Now, what I mean by recycle is it's a scene that takes us out and back into the scene seamlessly. So all I'm going to do is add in a quick bit of UI, raw image, stretch it across the scene and just turn it black, just so as it gives the effect of it's a black scene if it ever does display, rather than all of this here. So what we need to do is just stretch it on the anchoring position up here, set the color black, and zero out the left, top, right and bottom. So that now gives the impression of just a completely black scene. So what we'll need to do at this point is create a script which allows us to take us back to the other scene. So right click, create C# script. We'll call this scene respawn. And let's open that up in Visual Studio. So we'll need to add a namespace in at the top of this script when it finally opens. Unity is going on a bit of a slow today. So at the top, we'll need to add in using Unity engine.scene management semicolon. And we can get rid of void update and any annotations because we don't need it. We only need the start method. And in here, all we need to say is scene manager dot load scene, and in brackets the number which your original scene relates to. Like I said, mine was 0. Yours could be 2, 4, 8, 11. Whatever your main scene is, you would have that here. Save that script and head back into Unity. It'll just quickly compile. And all you need to do is attach that script to pretty much any object in the scene. So create empty. Let's drag that onto there. We don't need to set any variables. And now we need to save the scene. So save the scene as, and I'm just going to save it as respawn scene. And once we've done that, File, Build Settings, and click on Add Open Scenes. So that respawn scene now becomes number 1. So no matter what, this scene will always respawn us to that level. If you have multiple levels, all you need to do is use a static variable to determine what level you are in. So in this case, this script would then have another variable in there which would detect which number goes into here. But for simplicity's sake, it's fine as it is. So now what we need to do is head back to our original scene. Once Unity has thought about it again. And let's head to where our controller is so we've got a bit more visibility. And what we'll need to do now is create the script which allows us to respawn. So we're going to do that firstly on a trigger, which is going to be underneath because we fall off the map. So let's respawn. So game object, 3D object, cube. And I'm going to place the cube somewhere about there and I'm going to stretch it quite wide. 500 by 500, just so as it covers the entire map. I'm also going to turn off the mesh renderer and tick is trigger in the collider. That way it's acting as the trigger. Just make sure that it is beneath your level, just so as it catches you when you fall. So we'll now need to create another script. Right click, create C# script, and we'll have respawn script. And then open that one up in Visual Studio. And the way we're going to do this is via the onTriggerEnter method. So let's get rid of void start and update. We don't need them. And we'll go void onTriggerEnter, and it doesn't need to be private. We're going to say scene manager dot load scene, and in brackets 1, because that is that respawn scene. So whatever your number your respawn scene is, you need to put that number in there. Semicolon. And finally, let's add the namespace at the top using Unity engine dot scene management, semicolon, and save. So now we head back into Unity and just let it compile down here. And then we need to add that respawn script onto that cube, which is the trigger. Obviously, you can call that anything you want at this point. It doesn't matter too much. So now when we press play, we can freely wander around the scene, no problem. We can run. And remember, there is a glitch here. So let's say it's glitched and we're through, and it will respawn us. Now you could easily add fade screens to this if you wanted to, some extra text to say you died or you fell, but there we are. That is how you can quickly and easily respawn via a trigger. So now let's do it differently. Let's do this by pressing a key on the keyboard. So if we go to Edit and go to Project Settings, on Input, you'll need to add in an extra one here. Now, I've already gone ahead and done it because I use it for multiple tutorials, but the simplicity of it is you just need to add one more to whatever is here, and it will duplicate the bottom one. So in this case, it would duplicate cancel into this. And all you need to do is rename it. So for example, E. In fact, we'll call this one R key, because we'll have R for respawn for whatever reason. So the positive button is going to be whatever key on your keyboard you want to respawn with. So name and positive button. That's all you need. That can then be closed. Head back to the script, which is the respawn one, which is on the cube. And all we need to do here is, rather than have void onTriggerEnter, this one can then be void update, open close bracket. And before the scene manager load scene, we need to say if, and in brackets, input.get button down, and in brackets and quotes, the name of the button that we just created. In my case, it is R key. So whatever you've called it, you just place it here. Then open curly bracket, and then we have our scene manager load scene, and then close curly bracket. And that is that. So if you save that now, head back into Unity, and you can keep that attached to the cube if you want to. You can keep both methods in there if you wanted to, the trigger and the update with a key press inside it. So let's press play now. So if we fall off now, we're not going to respawn because we removed that onTriggerEnter. However, if we press, in fact, let's move over here so we can get a bit more visibility of respawning. So if we're over here and press the R key, we would respawn. And again. So like I say, you can add some fade screens if you wanted to. It's up to you. I mean, there's different methods that you can use to respawn, but I like the idea of a recycle scene because it's a quick and easy way of resetting a scene without having to worry about extra programming. So guys, that is a quick and easy way of respawning a level in your game. And I hope that's helped you guys. Let me know if you need any more info in the comments below, and I will see you around in the next tutorial. Thank you very much for watching.